Hey there, gamers. DreamcastGuy here, and today we're talking about Sonic Racing CrossWorlds because recently I had a chance to play this early, and I had an absolute blast with it. So while I was playing it, Sega asked if I wanted to do a sponsored video. So that's this. The game is out today. If you want to play it, it's on all major platforms. It has full cross-play, so no matter where you buy it, you can actually play it with your friends. There is a link at the top of the description box, and it'll be a pinned comment as well. But let me tell you about why Sonic Racing CrossWorlds is so incredibly fun, because I think you're going to agree this is the biggest, the best, and most customizable Sonic racing game yet. Let's get into it. Hi, hope you're having a great day, and if you could, please give this video a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Now, I just want to start with the idea of customization because I feel like this, to me, is a very new concept to kart racers. While you're playing this, of course, you get to choose from over 20 different characters and race on 24 different tracks, but that's not just the fun part. The extra fun part of it is the gadget system and the construction system. You can actually build custom karts using your tickets. Now, let me talk about how you get tickets and just in general how this game works, because I think that honestly what's most interesting to me about this is that I'm an old school Sonic fan. I like all the different eras of Sonic 2D and 3D, and this really kind of remixes a lot of those cool elements. This actually has soundtrack that pays homage or even remixes some of the classic songs to make them a million times better, but I love the courses. I mean, I truly cannot just get over the fact that this has courses based on Sonic Frontiers. It's got some of my favorite scenes from Sonic Generations. I've seen stuff from even classic Sonic Adventure. Radical Highway is in here, and it is perfect. But what makes CrossWorlds called CrossWorlds is the portal system. So essentially, during every race, a lot of them are 3 laps. Lap 1 and lap 3 are the standard course. It's the course you started on, right? But lap 2, whoever's in first place of that race gets to pick a portal, whether it is a random bonus or a new, just like random homage where you're going to like an old boss arena and stuff. They pick what the lap 2 world is going to be. And I like this system because I think it makes it so you have to be very, very good at the game and not just good at a particular course. It feels like every time you play a course, you truly don't know exactly what you're getting into. But let me talk about the tickets and let me talk about the gadgets. Now, the reason I'm talking about just like the tickets, it's that these are not just a way to buy new upgrades. By winning races, depending on the place you're in, if you defeat your rival, whenever you're in these races, it assigns you a rival, a particular person that's extra boosted up. A lot of times they're gunning for you specifically. Now, these rivals, they're not just hard. You can tune them to be even harder than that. You can actually turn up the difficulty of the rival, which is extra fun. But basically, by getting challenges, by doing perfect laps, by coming in first place, you get these tickets, which let you go to the garage and basically build your own custom kart. Now, these are actually pretty cool. I mean, they're not just cosmetic. I like the fact that I can slap stickers on it or decals or paint it a different way, but it's also just cool to me that, honestly, the different parts, they have different, like, aspects to them. There's heavies, there's speeds. It's cool that you can customize your own particular ride, but the other part of customization is the gadgets, and I truly cannot compliment this enough. So, while you're playing Sonic Racing CrossWorlds, you're slowly building up sort of a leveling system. Basically, by winning and winning and winning, by doing all these courses, you get to unlock extra gadget slots. While you're playing this, just the standard races, you pick up all these little random item boxes. It lets you do stuff like throw oil on your opponent, or drop a portal or an anvil, or give yourself a boost. These gadgets are essentially extra passive bonuses that fit your playstyle. Like for me, I went for raw speed. I just think that if I'm in first place, that's all that matters. So I actually stacked, as I kept unlocking more and more gadget slots, I put everything to raw speed. Better max speed, I wanted to make it so I could gather 130 rings instead of 100 rings, meaning I could go even better at having a max speed and maintain that max speed. But I also got a boost bonus. Now what this did is instead of giving you just one boost squid whenever I picked one up, you give me 2. I like the idea that these gadgets can make it so your particular stuff, the stuff you enjoy the most, feels extra powerful, but some of them are just passive for particular courses. Some of the gadgets actually give you better traction, better speed on like sand or ice and stuff like that. And you can have multiple gadget slots. There's like pre-done loadouts. So if you want, you can actually say, okay, they're about to pick this sand course or something like that. I'm going to switch to this. It makes it where the really high-end players are actually going to be absolutely devious with this game online. I mean, it is going to be a massacre. Some of the things that people are going to be able to do in this course is, especially with the speedruns, people are going to be doing crazy, crazy stuff with this online. I cannot wait to watch speedruns. But let me talk about the time trials real quick, because this is something I don't typically do in kart racers. Typically, to me, I like doing the laps. I like competing against other people. But the time trials are surprisingly fun, because what the time trials do, it's not just, hey, beat the course as fast as possible, although that's part of it. It also does this thing where it'll actually trace a like perfect route. It'll say, okay, here's the optimal way to cut every corner, a little like line on the track. I like the fact that it feels like it's a kart racer that trains you to be extra good at it. I actually did the trials, the time trials multiple times on Radical Highway, not just because I love the music, but it was cool to try and be as best as possible on my favorite track. Something that actually made me kind of laugh while I was playing this is this thing called Frenzy Mode. So there's a lot of just standard races. If you're just doing Grand Prix, it's the typical thing, right? You're trying to do multiple waves of races. You get points for how high you place. The better you do, the more your total score is. At the end of 4 races, whoever has the highest score wins all of it, right? Standard Grand Prix stuff. But they also have these weird extra modes. There's this one where you can actually do like group course races, stuff where you have to smash people off the track, or different stuff that makes it where like these team-based games are extra hilarious. And I give them props for basically making these team-based races, because these are way more fun online. I love the idea of having like this team sport kart racer instead of just me individually trying to screw over my opponents and come in first. But there's the thing called Frenzy Mode that is hysterical. Sometimes the portals have this funky little green symbol on it, and if you pick that portal during the CrossWorlds lap, you get random bonuses. I've had ones where all boosts were doubled. I had one where you would instant charge your drift boost and it was even faster. All sorts of stuff that makes it where, honestly, it's just so goofy. I like the fact that, honestly, with CrossWorlds, you don't really know what's coming next. I like the fact that I really want to try and master all the characters and unlock the secret character, because it just feels like it has an extra level of depth that just a lot of kart racers don't try to do. Honestly, I like all the Sonic racing games. I've made videos in the past about how much I love all the Sonic racing games, but CrossWorlds, this is the best one yet, easily. But these have just been some off-the-cuff thoughts, and if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like and subscribe if you haven't already, but also be sure to get Sonic Racing CrossWorlds using my link in the description down below, and also keep dreaming. Thanks so much for watching that video. If you want to see something else, you can always click this link to see what I put up last, or, subscribe and see what's coming up next. Also, I promise that whatever I do, it'll try not to suck.